Hello, my name is Herman, and today we'll be going over how to convert decimals into fractions, then fractions into decimals. So today let's start by reviewing the dividing by 10 fractions, which are just the simplest ones, which are 1/10, 2/10, 3/10. So if you have 2/10, that's going to be equal to 0.2, which is 20%. A good way to see this is just think of it as 100%. So here we have 0.1, which is equal to 100, or 10 divided by 100, which can be simplified into 1/10, and then 2/10%. So you see here that they all equal each other, which this can help you in the long run, especially when you're looking at, here on the right, on the left, when you're looking at numbers such as 0.49, which of course are difficult when you're starting off to kind of find a fraction for it. But remember that when you're looking at decimals, you can convert those into percentages. So then if you convert this into percentage, it can be 49% out of 100. So then when you have that, you can have this 49 out of 100, and that's just a simple way to convert these from decimals to percentage, then to fractions if you're having problems. So now let's have 0.25, which here we can count this as a decimal. Then, as you have an example here, you can get 25 or 0.25 converted into 25%, since you're just moving the decimal over to the right. And then since that's 25% out of 100, you can convert this into 25 over 100, and then this is going to equal or simplify to 1/4. So this is just a simple technique that you can use to convert decimals to fractions. Of course, if you already understand this, you're going to be able to do this much quicker, and this adds an extra step but can help you in the long run. And then let's do the last example, which I kind of wrote over, but here. Alright, so we have 0.102, and it's asking us to convert it from decimal to fraction. So here we have 102, which converts into 102%. And since we have 102%, instead of you just using 100, we can use 1,000. So this can convert into 102 over 1,000. And we can simplify this to 51 over 500. And if you notice, we just simplified it by dividing by 2. We divided the 102 by 2, which equals 51, and divided 1,000 by 2, which is 500, and that's how we got this fraction. Now from fractions to decimals. Here on the right, in the red box, we have 1 over 1 is 1. Then we have 1/2, which is half of something, and half of 1 is 0.5. Then we have 1/3, and 1/3 of something is going to be 0.333, continuing on. Then we have 1/4, or a quarter of something, and if you think about it in currency, a quarter is 25 cents, which is a dollar, which is 1/4 of a dollar, so it's going to be 0.25. Then again we have 1/5, which we can turn into 2/10, which then converts into 20%, and then if you convert that into a decimal, you can get 0.2. So this is just an easy way that you can use to convert fractions to decimals. And then just looking back at the decimals to fractions, you can use percentages as a midway point to converting from each one of those. So thank you for watching this video tutorial, and keep on learning.